I have a really well-established morning routine, and it helps me get my day started on the right track without even having to think about it. So I'm going to take you along with me today through my morning routine, so stay tuned. Hi there and welcome, it's Kara from the Hooting Pirate and welcome to my day. So my day starts early, 5:30, with the birds. You can hear them in my alarm if you can't hear them outside my window. Ever since I read Mel Robbins' 5-second rule, I've been leaving my phone outside of my room, so I get up right away. And then I get up basically and get going. It takes me a little bit to get sort of warmed up and going, but really, it's not that bad.
Morning.
I get dressed in my gym clothes and then I'll do a little bit of work. Usually it's something creative while my mind is fresh, while the children are still asleep. And here today I was working on styling some photos that I can't really take, it's too early, there's not enough light, but I've got them styled so I can come back in and take the photos later on in the day. So I usually work about a half hour, 45 minutes, depending on the day, depending on if any of the children are up or if someone wants snuggles. And then I go to the kitchen and I start with lemon water. I have lemon water pretty much every day, every weekday anyway. It's sort of, my mom told me about this years and years ago, that it flushes out your system and it's a great way to start the day. And I don't eat breakfast until a little bit later because you'll see in a second here. Next stop is my workout. So I usually do Pilates. I love Blogilates. So I'll start with her. That's how I start my day. And then I still don't even eat my breakfast. You'll see in a minute because I have 6 children and they need taken care of. So once my workout is done, then I put on 2 loads of laundry. Luckily enough, I have 2 machines and I load them the day before. So all I have to do is put in soap and hit start. And then it's...
Hi guys.
Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Mom.
While they're eating their breakfast, my husband has already woken them up and made them breakfast. So they're eating and I'm getting their snacks ready for the morning. And I'm getting them moving out the door.
7:30.
What?
7:30.
No way.
Yeah.
We brush teeth, wash faces, get dressed, and we're off to the bus with school bags and everything. Hopefully, we haven't forgotten anything. So the bus comes at 7:35, and right now we have horses in the field right by our bus stop. So if we think of it, if we remember, we'll bring them some carrots or apples or whatever we have, and they're pretty happy. So now they come running when they see us. And then once the children are on the bus, I walk home and it's my turn to eat. And I'll come up my driveway and almost every day I'll realize, oh, I'm all by myself. And I get kind of excited. It's really silly. But then I come up my stairs and I see that the last child out has left the front door wide open. Anyway, now it's time for me to make myself some breakfast. And I have oatmeal pretty much every morning, even on the weekends. Today I had just plain oatmeal with cinnamon and raisins, but now that summer's here, I'm going to start adding some peaches in as well, because I love that. So I'll have a little bit of tea and some fruit, and I watch YouTube. And sometimes, if you just saw behind, my oldest son, he starts a little bit later on some days, so he's there today. Then after I finish my breakfast, I clean the kitchen. It usually takes about a half an hour, so but I get back from the bus around 8, have my breakfast, do the dishes, and then it's basically 9 o'clock by the time I'm done. So then it's time finally for me to take a shower because I've been awake for 3.5 hours. So yeah, I really need to get myself into the shower before anyone else sees me. Then I get dressed, I get ready for my day. I'm very minimal, a little bit of perfume. I don't wear makeup on a regular basis. And then I get to work. So I'll do something creative, crafty, put together something, maybe a YouTube video or whatever's on, whatever deadlines I have. Maybe I'm editing photos, the photos that I took of the ones from the morning, and just basically whatever deadline or whatever is coming up, I'll get to work. I usually take a tea break around 10:30. I'll read or I'll listen to audiobooks. Then I'll advance the laundry, do other housework. And while I'm doing this, I'll also listen to audiobooks or other YouTube videos because that's really fun. Then I'll do some more work again. I'll go back and forth depending on what housework needs to be done and what other kind of work needs to get done. It's nice to have the house to myself so I can get everything done, but before I know it, it's 12 o'clock and it's time to go to the bus to pick up my children for lunch because they come home for lunch 3 days a week. Yeah, that's my morning. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little bit of inspiration and maybe you have some ideas of what you can do for your morning routine. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comments below your favorite part about morning. Have a fantastic day and happy wedding.